Welcome back. Startups for Breakfast. A place every startups can learn how to progress in the startup ideas. Venk, such a pleasure to have you in my show, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thanks.
Oh, let's leave aside these startup topics, man. So for a moment, let me understand Venk as a person. What's your passion?
Right now is my product. Can't live. I would say it's my first child right now.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Arya and Aishwarya.
So if you can keep the product aside for some time, I say that
to take my stuff away to learn more. Sometimes you have to give the break to learn something else. So I've started. I was a cricketer before when I was young, like under 15.
Wow, you were a cricketer.
Yeah, I was a Delhi team under 15. Mm-hmm. I played for Delhi team. Mm-hmm. And then fast forward my life, my dad said no more. Mm-hmm. So went back, did my masters, whatever I had to do. But then I picked up golf.
Golf?
Golf is not an easy thing. People think it's just a very boring stuff. Yeah. Golf is fully technical. Okay. Everything, your wind speed, the
What's
moisture.
Your handicap?
Oh, my handicap right now is 6.5.
Oh.
And it took me 10 years to be there. I started with like a 22 handicap.
Okay.
And I happened to play with one of the top Indian cricket captain, right?
Are you indicating it's MS Dhoni?
Yes, sir. I had a chance to play with a couple of rounds with Mr. Dhoni, and he's a cricketer.
Do you know down south in Tamil Nadu what we call him? Mm-hmm. We call him Tala.
Tala. What is that?
Tala means leader.
Leader, okay.
Right?
Talaiva. Yeah.
Tala, whatever you name them.
Right.
I mean, when he walks into the ground playing in Chennai, you should see the crowd.
So I happened to play with Kapil Dev. I happened to play with Dhoni. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, I lost because I had to give too many strokes to Mr. Dhoni. Golf, it's a very level playing field. Absolutely. You can be a 22 handicap, I'm 6 handicap. I have to give you certain strokes and a certain, hard holes. So I was 22 handicap giving away money because in golf we keep betting, okay, let's have a beer, or let's have this, let's have that. If you lose, you have to pay, right?
Absolutely. Let me ask you one question. So you mentioned you took 10 years to become 6.5 now, right?
Yeah.
It's quite a technical game, right?
Yeah, it's a pure technical.
If I have to summarize this, that whatever line you choose, be it a passion or business,
you have to give full.
You have to give a full attention. Learn all the tricks of the game.
100%.
That's the only way you can master.
Right.
And what if I come back and tell you talk about football? What will you do?
Football, I have no idea. Yeah, if you say there's a tournament a year from now, then I'll give up everything and I'll go only to do that.
You'll practice it.
Yeah, I'll practice it.
Fantastic.
I'll first learn the fundamentals.
Basics.
Get a coach who can help me to.
So get an outside help.
Outside, always. You can't be master of everything, right?
Absolutely. I mean, this brings to a very interesting a point for the startups or entrepreneurs out there. Whichever field you choose, all you need to keep in mind that if you don't give that 100% attention of learning the tricks, mastering it, and you are not going to make it a success.
No.
Can I replicate the same in your entrepreneurship as well?
Anywhere you can replicate it.
Right.
Be it cooking,
be it
like golfing, be it in anything, you can replicate it.
I want to understand, Venk as an individual, how do you increase your stakes on perfecting things?
I will learn a lot, right?
First, you spend a lot of time in learning.
I know my strengths, but I know my weaknesses. I work on my weaknesses first.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. It's like giving any kind of a competitive exam test. What do you call it? SAT, GMAT, GRE.
So preparation is very
important. So you take a diagnostics test. Mm-hmm. Okay. You score very well in one section.
Correct.
But you are very weak in another section.
So
what do you do?
Practice.
So I always focus on my weakness.
Interesting. But let me relate to a very, very relatable question to that, right? 16 years, you did one, and 3 years you took a pause, and 3 years you invested your time in building the second product or services, what I call.
Right.
Why it took so much of time for you to build the second product?
Again, till you are in that shoe, you don't see the pain, why go into the thing? It's like if engine is working, why would you take it to the garage? It's one of those things.
Correct.
But when you start driving the same, the car or anything, you'll start feeling there's a pain or some kind of indications coming into it. So now, do you value those indications, or you continue to ignore it and keep doing
So
things what you want?
is that the reason that the
Yes.
brainchild of MILP?
Yes.
So let's talk about.
I'll give you an example why MELP, right? I had 5 locations. I didn't know how to collaborate with these guys. I have to use multiple tools.
So you are saying you are seeing certain pain points, and you came out with this brilliant idea. MILP is going to be the real world solutions as a startup idea.
Yeah, it's already, yep.
Right?
Yep.
My question is, what were the pain points which you observed, which made you to design MILP?
I have myself carved out myself from technical to business. I was very too technical, but that can only take me up to one place. But if I carve out myself into business, then I can make myself available to in different areas of business.
So your technology skills converting into a business ideas.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So that's what. Now I'm pure business. What do you call? A creator, right? Of any product. I see pain point more before anybody else can sense it. I'll see 5. Maybe it's God gift, whatever the gift is.
Is that the right way to put that you get the big picture faster than others?
Yes.
And you start
And much
building-
ahead of time.
Much ahead of time.
Yeah.
And you start building the real world applications around
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And MILP sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate what is MELP stands for?
Usually everyone has an acronym. We had a backronym. Backronym is Multi Enterprises Linking Platform.
So it's a platform.
It's a platform which links multiple enterprises. So if
So therefore, it creates a connectivity among enterprises.
yes. So right now, I don't want to name some. There are giants who are all the corporates are dependent on only one or the other.
Provider.
Provider.
One service provider.
Well, yeah, there are 2 service providers, but one is becoming like predominantly the market leader, right?
So do you also think that MILP can be a monopoly product?
No, I don't think it can be a monopoly product. It's there are if people out there are there to make it better, I would love to see that.
For the benefit of the viewers, right? It's very important to understand, you need to challenge the real world problems out there. You need to understand that thoroughly well. That's the second step. And when you're building a product, you can take examples of existing products as well.
Yes.
There's no harm in it.
No doubt.
So you can either better it
Yes.
or you can come out with something which much, much better than what's prevalent in the market.
Exactly.
So that means a spirit of entrepreneurship is all about keeping your ears and eyes open,
Always.
always,
Always.
and think ahead of time, build a real world application,
Right.
come out with a product,
Right. And deep dive into it. Don't even look here and there.
here and
Once
deep
you
dive
decide,
into it,
yes.
just stay focused on
That's
that,
it. Once-
learn the technique,
Right. Exactly.
and even if it is a garage product, bring
Yes.
your skin into the game.
You have to show the skin in the game.
And even if you have to sell your house, sell a house.
You have to.
And you have to bring the skin in the game.
Right.
And not very entrepreneur startups in India, they don't do that.
Yeah, because they always rely on their educational background.
Okay.
They don't think that, okay, my education can bring this VC, that VC. That's no more.
When you say education background, they get
Premium
a stamp of
institutes.
IITs,
People about it, premium institutes. No.
IITs,
Yeah.
IIMs,
Yeah.
those kind of a graduates.
But in US, we don't care about this educational background. Yeah, they are very good. If you're from great schools, right, you can be behind the scenes.
Many of the global entrepreneurs, those who are successfully controlling the globe, there are 5 tech companies.
Yeah.
They control more than 95% of the technology in the world.
Yep.
They didn't have education background.
Yeah. Only 1 or 2 technical.
let me-
they have if you go to technical, yes, they had. But if it's business-wise, they didn't have.
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to quote an entrepreneur in India. In one of the forums, he did mention, I think his reels are becoming viral now. He did mention, what you study, if you practice that as a job or as an entrepreneur, you can survive.
Yeah.
And if you land up doing what you are not studied, you can become the leader.
Yeah.
Okay, he said
Yeah.
that in a context, and he himself is a very successful person, right? And he's running a health tech company in the country, and very successful, very profitable. I think to take a cue from you, bringing the skin in the game itself is not enough.
No.
You need to deep dive into it.
Yes.
You need to understand the
Yeah.
application, how it can be, how it can benefit to solve the real world problems.
Right.
Thank you for watching, viewers. Wait for the next episode. Thank you, Venk, for spending time in Startups for Breakfast Show.
So I blended both together, gave them a 3 months training online. We developed the first, in 2000, we developed the automated program trading system.
Brilliant, brilliant.
in-house.
You know.